Hey guys, welcome to another episode of RD Custom Diecast. Today I'm going to show you guys how to find some premium wheels local at your Walmart. Sometimes you run across things that you may not realize that you can use on, let's say, between the M2 diecast and the Hot Wheels diecast. So I'm going to show you how I can use some of their wheels on some of the Hot Wheels. So let's get started. I'm going to show you some of the tools that you'll need. You're going to need a drill. You're going to need either a 1mm drill bit, or what I prefer is this little carbide end mill. You can get these on Amazon fairly easy. I like using these. That's pretty much all the tools you're going to need. I'll show you what I'm talking about, not being able to use some of these on the Hot Wheels right off the bat. So let's say this M2 right here, as you can see, it does not have a hole drilled all the way through it. So your pins cannot go all the way through. The problem with this is that when you put this axle in here together, it will not fit the axle channel very well for the Hot Wheels. Now there's some other methods that you can go about and actually sleeve them with a piece of tubing. Now this tube is not the right size for this, but you can get a little bit bigger tubing and do that, run across, put wheel to wheel, put your other wheel on there, and basically what you'll do is cut this and glue this to the base where your axle channel is. You probably have to widen it up a little bit with a file or a Dremel tool, so you can do that. That's one easy way to do it. Another way to do it, and it's really simple, is to actually drill these out. And that's what I do with the 1mm. And that way I go ahead and I use this channel right here, but I can use the factory axles. And what I do to get those, I just simply take the stock axle, cut it with a pair of wire cutters, and there you go. I've got two axle pins right there that I can use. Now what I'll do is same thing with these, is I'll go ahead and cut this brass tubing to the right width. And let me grab one of these Hot Wheels real quick and I'll show you just kind of how I do this. Bear with me just a second, guys. Let's take this one. This is one in line to be painted. So what I was saying about the stock axle, as you can see, it doesn't fit that channel very well. So, and if you glue this in place, it's not going to turn. So you have to use a piece of tubing, whether it be brass or steel tubing. You have to cut it. You're going to have to open this channel up. You're going to have to open it up anyway and glue this in place. So you can simply just use this, but if for some reason you do not have these axle pins for whatever reason, and you come across a bunch of these tires or misplace these pins, there's still a way you can go ahead and utilize these on the Hot Wheels. So what you do, you'd still go ahead, cut you a piece of this tubing off, widen this out, epoxy this in place. Also make two little cuts in the brass tubing, not all the way through, but about halfway, or at least enough to expose it where you can see the inside. I do it, let me see if I can point this out to you. Let's say the brass tubing's cut off to there. I'll make a cut right here and a cut right here, just enough where you go through the metal right here, not all the way. You don't want to cut all the way through. And what that allows you to do, let me get one of these I've already drilled. This come out of a M2. put this in there. And when I go to put this in, I'll slide it in. There's a couple different methods. You can kind of slightly bend this in and push it in, and it will stay in place. If you don't, it's got slack in it. What I do is I go ahead and put it in my alignment jig, line everything out, and those two slots that I showed you that I'd make here, about here and here, after I get the wheels in and lined up where I want them, I'll put just a little tiny bit of glue right there and let it set. And then your wheels will still spin. Your axles won't come out. They'll come out right now because we don't got that glued in. But that's a way to utilize those M2s if you want to utilize them that way. So that's two methods. You can either use the stock axle. If you don't have it, you may have to go this route, or let's say the width of this is not the right size, so you have to make it, it's easy to shorten this, but you can't lengthen it. So if you need a longer axle, I would go with the method that I just showed you. Use the factory Hot Wheel pins, the axle pins that are cut, and do it that method. So let me show you real quick how I go ahead and drill these out. It's pretty simple. Those wheels are actually off a Hot Wheel Premium right there. You get one of these wheels. Make sure I haven't drilled all of them. That one should work right there. It's not drilled. Let me show you. As you can see, it's not drilled. So what we're going to do is drill this. Pretty straightforward. And I'll center it. I'll start slow, and it's already through. Once it's through, I'll just kind of put my thumb in there, make sure, because you usually have just a little bit of plastic sticking out. And then I'll go in here just slightly. And that's what I like about this carbide mill, is the sides are designed to cut as well as the end. That open that up just a tiny bit, just enough that this should fit in it. Sometimes you might have to go back a little bit more because that 1 mil is kind of a tight fit. This feels like it's going to work. As you can see, it spins perfect. And you'll just go through and do all of them just like I did there. Now, if you don't like the pin being the stainless color right there, really simple. Get you a paint marker or some paint and just touch it on that end. So you can basically make you a center cap, whatever color you wanted. This one matches real well. You get to, let's say, a black one. You may want the silver in there, but if you want it all blacked out, you may have to change it. So that's what I want to go over today. Hey guys, just want to finish up this video real quick. Sorry, my GoPro died, so it clipped off some of the end of the video. But basically what y'all saw today was some other options if you run into some other wheels that you want to put on a Hot Wheel or other die cast. You know, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, all their axles go through the tires for the most part on all the newer ones. Anyway, this will give you an idea how you can use them. You can drill them out if you want to. You can actually use the stock M2 axles if you wanted to, if they're the right length. If they're not, you can cut them down. If they're too small, then you're going to need to use your Hot Wheel axles. Easy to do. Just snip them with the cutters like I showed you. Drill them out. Drill from the back side. Make sure you do that. That way it's centered as much as possible. Clean it up. Now if you have a ridge or anything that's on the outside, let me get one of these wheels out real quick and I'll try to show you real quick what I'm talking about. Sometimes these wheels on the outside will have a high spot on them right here. All you need to do is to make sure that your axle pin goes flush.
just take you a X-Acto knife and just very carefully just rake the very top of that edge off. It'll flush. It'll make that flush right there. That way that pin will set flush in there a little bit better. Otherwise, your pin will actually wind up sticking out a little bit far, and it won't quite look right. At least it doesn't to me. That's an option for you. So, hope you got some use out of this video today. And if you ever get in a bind for premium wheels or something, you're trying to do a customization, don't hesitate. Go look at your local Walmart or Target and see if they got some M2, some of the model kits. Look at some of the other die casts, if they come with spare wheels and stuff. If they're the same diameter that you need, don't think that you're not going to be able to use them because they don't have the hole in the center. So, really easy to change that up and make it work if you need to. Another way I did not mention that you can go about it, you can get you some brass rod, the same diameter as your axle, or steel. Brass will bend a little bit easier. You can make a custom axle that way and actually put this right back in your axle channel and either glue it in place, which is my preference, or bend the tabs back if you just bent them out of the way and you didn't cut them out of the way. And basically all you do, once you have the right diameter of that brass rod through there, you just get a crimping tool and crimp the very end of it, stick that wheel through, put your other wheel on, crimp the other side, and it'll be perfect just like a regular Hot Wheel axle and wheel comes. So that's a third option for you if you want to do that. So hopefully this tutorial's helped you out a little bit. If it has, like, subscribe, comment, let me know down below what you think. Don't forget, we're almost near our 100 subscribers. We are doing a giveaway. If you want to know what we're giving away, go check out my video on that. Very, very close. We're 80 something subscribers right now, so we'll be giving the prizes away really, really soon. All you have to do is subscribe. Now, if you want an extra entry, comment on any of the videos that I have up. I will make sure you get into the drawing for extra time if you do comment. So keep that in mind. Do appreciate you guys. Come back next time. We got an episode coming up. It's going to be covering painting. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a full customization on this VW delivery van here. Already picked the wheels out for it. Matter of fact, we're going to use M2 wheels, so you will get to see me put in the brass tubing in the axle channel and do that method. Sorry about that, guys. That's the wheels we're going to go with right there, those M2s. And that's coming up. I'm actually going to make that one for one of my sons. And he's got a little character that, animated character that he's doing like a storybook on right now. I think I'm going to put it up top here. Might put a hemp leaf, we'll say that, on the side of it. Maybe do some Rasa colors on it. I don't know. We'll do something. He's all into that kind of stuff. We'll do something cool for him. Something that he'll like. So that's coming up hopefully next. Tomorrow I'll be prepping this. We'll shoot paint on it. If not tomorrow, probably Sunday. So sometime this weekend, we're going to start working on this, try to get it complete. And you guys stay tuned for that. So appreciate it. I'll catch you next episode. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.